Hey, TraderGuff here. It's April 4th, and as an intraday stock options trader, I do a written review of my trade of the day every day. So here it is, my trade of the day. Intel. Last week I played a lot of Nvidia. I played Nvidia about 6 times. Two of those were my trade of the day last week. And so this Monday I was looking for something a little different but similar. Intel being a little different but similar to Nvidia, just so that I can practice the same pattern that I trade every day on other stocks. I found that as of late, there's been a lot of movement surrounding Nvidia and AMD, and I've been playing those stocks a lot. So this morning, I noticed this little setup on Intel, a relief bounce off of a sell-off here that we can see on the far right of the screen. This sell-off, this 4 candle sell-off on the 4 hour, was very strong, heavy selling volume on these days, and we broke through multiple touches from a range that we've been trading in for a good while off a doubled bottom. Uh, the sell-off came down below a $48 level. You can see multiple touches. Boom, 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 boom. This whole area, boom, and then breaking down here, gapping up, and then you can even see the wick from pre-market touching that $48 level. I'm sorry, that's not from pre-market. Let's go ahead and jump into the time frame in which I trade so we can break that down. So we can really see here that on the open, Intel had that sell-off range, and I plotted some levels so that we can look for either the let's go ahead and let me show you guys here what I'm looking at. The sell-off, if we say the sell-off started from here and then ended here, this is about a 50% retracement, this is about a 100% retracement. So in my head, I was looking for the bounce off of the $48 level on the open, and then a 50% retracement back up to the 48.80 level, or possibly even positioning myself for a $100 retrace or 100% retracement rather, to the 49.52 level, all the way from this $48 level. Now that's the big picture and the TA. Let's jump into the play-by-play as how we traded it this morning. So at 9:42, we can see here, this is our edge playing out. We have the move through the VWAP, the converging VWAP in 21-day, and then the higher low and close above the VWAP. On the next candle, we basically enter on the open and confirmation that we're not going to go any lower. We enter on that close of the consolidation candle for one contract. Then our stop is going to be 48.09 for that position. I went long 2. So for this setup, I like to, if the range plays well, I like to play it over the PM high as well for a reload. So at 9:46, as volume began to pick up on the move away from the VWAP, one of my rules is if there is accelerating volume on the move away from the VWAP and the higher low and close above the VWAP, and that volume and the move over PM high, it's a conviction to enter another lot. So that's what I did. I took another contract here at this break of the PM highs. We got wicked out, sort of tested this 50-day here, and then continued to move higher. The overall market was sort of blasting this morning. So I was very confident that we would continue to move to that next resistance level. I was pondering adding around this wick down here. In retrospect, I probably should have, because that would have been another little 20-cent move. But all in all, I went flat at 9:59 when the rally lost volume. So you can see here on this candle, and this candle, the rally began to lose volume in comparison with its previous rallying candles. And as the stock opened, tried to test that 48.80 level, and then wicked back down, I sold like immediately. The notion I had in my head was that Nvidia isn't that crazy of a stock to rally and push through resistance if the resistance has already shown a lack of interest, and people possibly shorting the level. So that was I would like to point out that was today's trade of the day. Most of my other stocks just ended up chopping, and sort of Tesla went absolutely crazy. I don't trade Tesla, but Tesla went crazy today. Um, but most of the other stocks that I was watching this morning ended up just trading sideways, not really playing out the way that I wanted them to play out, except for Nvidia. But Intel just kind of gave me that pattern that I was looking for, and today I wrote here in my review that the awesome part about this setup is we can, or TA in general, is we can apply that trade setup to any stock as long as it fits the pattern correctly. I had been focused on Nvidia, like I said in the beginning of the episode, for I think the majority of last week, and even this morning I was telling myself we need to expand the stocks that we're familiar with this week and stop staring at just one stock, even though that stock has been treating us very well recently. It's obviously something that I still keep my eyes on. And then later here, I just want to say that this was a success for me today, to get better at this pattern, this setup. Because today was purely execution focused. I wanted to come into Monday and just perform and execute well. That way we can move into the week with a fantastic mindset, like we've had the last 2 weeks, and just snowball that and get things rolling in an awesome way. I would like to finish off this episode by saying that Nvidia played the same exact pattern. The higher low and close above VWAP, the break of the PM high, and the move to resistances. This is the move that I've played time and time and time and time again on Nvidia. So you can see every time here where my little arrows are the times when I've played Nvidia. So today would have been another day where we could have played Nvidia. We'll just go ahead and real quick and do this. Here's the lower low and close. I would have took it on this candle here on the heavy volume and the double consolidation, right? And then the break over the PM high would have been the extra conviction, and then here the increased slope of the VWAP, and then the increased volume moving away. I probably would have took it on the break of this high to 272. I would have moved past 272, wicked out, and I probably would have sold here for let's see what that move is. That move would have been a $2.60 move instead of a 59-cent move. So we can really see that even though it's the same pattern, the same setup, the same trade, the same management, how stocks that when options trading, stocks that have higher premiums and more volatility in their option chain are going to be the ones that you're going to want to trade. But I just want to use this as my trade of the day as an example for how you can trade the similar setup on stocks that you may be unfamiliar with. And that was my trade of the day. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you and have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.